you to get the notes. The quickest way to sell your soul is when you niggas vote. This shit I'm kicking is forbidden, better listen, bro. A politician preaching love is the biggest joke. See what they do is use the shit as a tool. Got us focused on these fools and putting shit in our food. Fighting to free your mind is kinda hollow but true. The system make you a zombie if you follow the rules, so we rebel. But not too many live it to tell, till they find the cheat code using digital scales. Paradise is aborted when the mission is failed. Heaven and hell collide like prison and jail. And you don't need religion just to say you awake. You even dumber than you look, you think you came from an ape. Religion needs science, science need religion. One tell a story and the other paint the picture. But listen, nigga, if you dig a little deeper, you can find that little rabbit in the mother of the reaper. I'm the best for a reason, there's a message in the speaker. When the cosmos talking, that's a blessing from the ether. One day I met the devil for real and made a deal with him. Told him all I want is the money and kept it real with him. Came in the form of a thought I couldn't deal with him. Shit I was selling the fiends was really killing them. Your gun bars ain't much if your gat don't shoot. I'm strapped and bulletproof like the Batman suit. All it takes is one snap to have my enemies killed. The laws of space and time, I could bend them at will. Yeah, I'm in the world that some of y'all have not seen, and living on the page that some of y'all cannot read. And right now they probably calling me cheap, cause I decided it's enough and now I finally speak. Tell you the truth, I don't trust people who cheat. It's deeper than having sex, you give birth to deceit. If you see where this is going, this is true as can be. If you lie to the ones you love, then you do it to me. The cold word is rainy night. Niggas get wet outside, but ain't no rain in sight. They wonder where this come from. Ascension when it's all done. No reason to believe in a God. When you become one, you understand. You could get it the same. Niggas will double cross you if you get them the fame. My soul ain't for sale just to get in the game. It's dangerous, homie, just remember the name.
Turns out,
we got to talk about Carmelo Anthony's family. His parents are to blame for him going to prison. We got to keep it real. We got to be non-biased. How these people raise $500,000 and they don't get them a proper lawyer? How they raise over $500,000? They go buy a nice house, cars, wigs, bags, wifey buying wigs and bags and all this other shit, but yet you don't spend that type of good money on a attorney for your son to beat a murder rap? I mean, what are we? This is why they be saying don't give Negroes no money, because they don't know what to do with it. So people screaming this reparation shit, they need reparations. This proves to you why ain't nobody getting no reparations. Ain't nobody getting no reparations. And also, this shows me that, you know, your child can, commit a crime. People will start a GoFundMe, raise money, and you take this money that you should have invested into your son's defense attorneys, to get him out of jail. You spend the money on a big house. You spend the money on a Cadillac. Like this is what they spent the money on, y'all. This is what they spent the money on. Now I get it. People gonna say, well, they was getting death threats, and people was showing off their address or doxing them and all this other shit. I get all of that. I get all of that. But and then the biggest shit is with this whole story is Charleston White raises some money for y'all. Okay? I think he said he put up 75,000 or something like that and raised close to $1 million. Even hired the father. I heard the father was working at a where was he working at again? I forgot where he was working at, but he got fired because they doxed his job. Okay? So they fired him, and supposedly, I don't know how true it is. Charleston White, he be saying some real shit, some truthful shit, and sometimes he be fabricating or exaggerating. But supposedly he had hired Carmelo Anthony's dad. I don't know how true that is as an assistant or whatever. But I saw a video where he's basically saying he ain't gonna work with the family no more because they all about having BLM and all these outsiders linked, you know, Benjamin Crunk and all these dudes. These dudes, man, listen, if people believe in these so-called fake activists, I mean, they told us so many times that we'll never ever have a real Messiah. Okay. And if we do get one, Jay chose that person for us. I mean, this is their playbook. This is what they said. So, and like, what case have Benjamin Crump ever won besides taking people's money? I have yet to hear a case that he's won or anything like that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but like, and then now y'all are talking about y'all have no money for your son's appeal, because that's something else too that I read, that they have no money for their son's appeal. No more money. No more money. Like, I don't get that. How you don't have money when these people was giving y'all free money. Money y'all did not work and hustle and bustle for. Okay? Y'all did not work for this money and y'all don't have nothing. That's crazy to me. For real. That's crazy that y'all don't have no more money. It's diabolical to me. It's nasty work and diabolical. For real. You had 600,000. Actually, what did it say? $650,000 raised in fundraiser money. Y'all bought a crib. Y'all went and got a Cadillac SUV. This is what I'm talking about. Nigga shit. Oh yeah, let's go get a Cadillac SUV. You couldn't get a Honda. You couldn't get a Hyundai. You couldn't get a Toyota, but you had to go get a Cadillac Escalade. Limited edition with the, with all the perks and everything. This shit is crazy to me. It's crazy. You could have spent that money, and now I don't know if people. I've seen a few people cover it, but a lot of people ain't covering it. Did y'all know that Carmelo Anthony has been transferred at the jail that he was at, and now he's going to the jail of the kid's uncle is the warden at? I'm gonna say it again. This shit, you can't make this shit up. Not only he didn't have jurors that was his peers on his case, but now he was transferred from the jail that they was holding him at while the case was going on. Now that he's sentenced, he's going to a prison where Austin Metcalf's uncle is a warden at the jail. Other stories I've seen is that the Aryan Nation, the Aryan Brotherhood is there, and they got a hit already in place for this kid. This kid is doomed. I'm sorry. Carmelo Anthony is doomed. He better learn how to fight. If he don't know how to fight, he better get close to someone in there, get some protection, something, start lifting weight, because he's going to need all of that while he's in there. For real. They already shaved off his head, and shit like that. But yeah, he's going to the prison of Austin Metcalf's uncle. This is crazy. This shit is like, sometimes I'd be like, did this shit really happen? That's what I'd be asking myself. Because this shit sounds like a Hollywood script. Sounds like a fucking TV series. You can't make this shit up. For real. You can't make it up. But we about to play music, man. This shit is crazy.
It is like a finger pointing away to the moon. Seriously.
Round one. Fight. Like I'm Bruce in the Dragon's Lair. A lyrical black belt with a cold and steady stare. My flow is like Jim Kelly with the afro and the kick. High octane Jackie Chan coming through the mix real quick. I'm Wesley in the trench coat blade with the silver tongue, sharper than the ancient songs that the ancestors sung. Like Michael J. White, I'm a spawn of the street. Every syllable I launch is a blow to the beat. I don't fight with my fists, I just strike with the breath. Give an MC a choice between the mic or they death. 1 inch punch in the gut of the rhythm, breaking down the track with a surgical precision. I move like water through the speakers and the wire, setting every stage in the tri-state on fire. My stance is unbreakable, my spirit is gold, the undisputed champion. The story is told. Don't sweat the technique, just watch how I move. Martial arts master in the pocket of the groove. From the temple to the
Salute whoever's in here. Appreciate that.
master the
Mayday. Let's go, Mayday. She's
Yeah, we
fire.
keep it unique.
Neat.
Master the style.
Master the style.
Don't sweat the technique, brother. Let's hear on the boards, let the blade run deep. Slicing up the vinyl while the lazy brothers sleep. He's dicing through the rhythms like a samurai sword. A Ginzu knife cutting through the static on the board. He makes the beat swing like a pair of nunchucks. In the shoulder holster is where he keeps his gun tucked. Coldest hip hop production that you ever did hear. Striking fear in the soul of the engineer. Every snare is a snap of a bone in the night. Every kick is a shadow in a cinematic fight. He chops the soul sample with the master's touch, giving you the heavy hand, never too much. TEP on the label, that's the mark of the king. Watch the whole underground start to sway in the swing. Don't sweat the technique, just watch how I move. Martial arts master in the pocket of the groove. From the temple to the boom, yeah, we keep it unique. Master the style, don't sweat the technique. From the temple to the boom, yeah, we keep it unique. Master the style. When Mayday walks in, they start to perspire. The atmosphere changes, the heat is much higher. It was all good at first, now they all yielding. Suckers start to tremble when I enter the building.
Suckers.
To see TEP productions coming through, because we do the things that the rest can never do. I'm a grandmaster, baby, in a league of my
do what we
own. Sitting on the crates like a queen on a throne. You see the technique and you start to get nervous. I put the competition in the permanent service. No sweat on my brow when I'm dropping the heat. Just bodies of rappers lying flat on the street. With the ultimate force, the elite of the sound. Lifting boom back up from the dirt and the ground. Yeah, don't sweat it.
Outstanding.
Sear on the cut. Mayday on the mic. TEP.
TEP. Listen, like I said, this Karmelo case is crazy. Real crazy. I don't get it. It is what it is. This shit is crazy, man. We got to blame the parents. We got to blame the parents. The parents need to take full blame. Maybe they just don't care. Who knows? Maybe they don't care. You know, but they need to be blamed for this. They need to be blamed. Because they took that money and spent that money. You know, wife is buying new wigs, new bags. You know, they got to buy their designer. You know, they got to look good. Y'all know black folks like to look good, y'all. They got to have the latest of everything. You know, these Negroes, you got to have the latest of everything. You know? But this is what they bought. You know, got the nice little all white Cadillac truck. Big house, looked like about 4 or 5, 6 bedroom home. Looks like to me. You know, it's crazy, y'all. He's saying they ain't got no more money. Said they got no money for his appeal at all. No money for his appeal. This shit is crazy. It's crazy, it's crazy. But now, let's get into FIFA, y'all. We got to talk about this. We all know sports is rigged, right? Sports is scripted, it's rigged. You know, salute to y'all New York Knicks fans. You know, it's disgusting, New York fans, man. I mean, I'm not shocked, I'm not surprised, you know. Y'all burning shit down, y'all, you know, tearing up fucking taxi cabs and all this other shit. Shit is crazy with y'all. You know, it's diabolical, it's nasty work. But hey, I'm not shocked or surprised. You know, congratulations to all the New York Knicks for winning the NBA Finals championship. Now, let's talk about this FIFA game. Boston hosted like, you know, some FIFA games. Yesterday it was Haiti versus Scotland last night at 9 o'clock. For those who did watch the game, y'all already know, you know, whether you was rooting for either team, you saw the bullshit. It's so blatant now in sports, it's not even funny. You know, people that say, oh, you're just complaining. No. Certain shit is just blatant now. And we got to call a spade a spade. The ball hit a Scotland's player in the hand. Rule says it doesn't matter how it hit the player's hand, it's automatically a penalty. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Automatically a penalty if the ball hits your hand, right? Automatic penalty. The ball hit a Scotland player's hand and there was no penalty called. This shit was crazy. Not only that, days before this game yesterday, they told Haiti's team that they cannot wear a uniform that shows a little of the revolution. There's a picture of the revolution on their uniform. FIFA told them they can't wear it. Now, people talk about the NFL. They talk about the NBA being rigged and scripted, and it's ran by Freemasons and all of that. It is no different with FIFA. Actually, FIFA is worse. Okay? There's more scandalous shit that goes on, more drama that goes on, more wickedness that goes on with FIFA. I mean, corrupted committee is in FIFA, okay? And it's all backed by money, okay? Whoever gets funded the most money, whoever can give FIFA the most money, yeah, they're gonna put you in position to make some bread. You know, it's the same shit, like I said, with the NFL and the NBA. But some people will beg to differ. But we all should know that it's facts. You know what I mean? Like, don't be shocked if New York doesn't win another championship in another 50 years again. Look how they was acting out in these streets. I mean, again, I've said it on multiple lives. Motherfuckers could come together for a fucking game that is rigged and scripted and actually want to fight each other and fight somebody who's wearing the opposite team's jersey. But where is this outbreak? Where is this rage for real shit happening in the world? Where's all of that energy for real shit happening in the world? That's what I would like to know. Jeremy, salute. Salute. Where's the real rage for shit that is happening in the world? So again, Knicks fans want to fight anybody and everybody that's got a Spurs jersey on, but you're not ready to fight and stand for a real cause, which is crazy to me. And this is why shit keep happening. Because since these two cases has happened with the Rick Chow shooting a 14-year-old, Cyrus in the back, Cyrus Cormack in the back, and this Carmelo Anthony case, there's a lot of shit that's been happening. A lot of shit happening. Right? It's a lot of shit happening. And we got to talk about it. We got to talk about this case right here. Let's see if I could pull this shit up. If I can find this picture. We got to talk about this right here, right? So we all should know now, Chud the Builder is locked up, right? Thanks for the 4 likes. I appreciate y'all. Salute to the 3 people in here. I know there's Jeremy in here. Salute to the 2 others. We got to talk about this other punk over here. So we all know Chud is in jail, right? In prison, whatever, right? Now, this dude with the hat on wants to be a clone like Chud, go around calling black people niggas to their faces and antagonize them and, you know, try to get them to react. And guess what? He was unalived, y'all. So he's trying to mimic what Chud the Builder was doing out here in these streets. And he went to Detroit and tried it, and Detroit wasn't having it. Salute to Lib. Detroit residents were not having it. So this white dude has been unalived, y'all. I was actually looking for the video. I didn't find no video, but I seen people doing content on it and talking about it. Because, you know, YouTube wouldn't even allow you. I mean, you could show it unless you blur it. And I didn't even see none of those videos. I'm not saying these videos don't exist or they're not online. But I'm just saying, as far as me looking for it, I didn't see it. But I saw people commentating on it and saying that this guy right here with the hat was trying to be a Chud the Builder clone or whatever you want to call him, trying to mimic and copy what Chud was doing and was unalive. And I believe it happened in Detroit. So this is what I'm saying. There's mad other stuff happening too. I saw these black dudes beefing with this white dude on video. There's a lot of shit going on. And, again, for these last few years, these people have been trying to cause a racial riot. There's big time racial separations. You got melanated folks saying, they're not African or fuck Africans. You got them saying fuck the Caribbean folks and all of this other shit. And again, these pale folks look at us as all as one. Yeah, you could have a nationality, but they look at you off of your skin tone as you're the N-word to them, or you're just a regular black person to them. It is what it is. But shit's happening all around the world, y'all. This shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy. Like, I even saw shit like out here where I was out with my children, trying to enjoy some daytime festivities because, again, Boston was hosting the FIFA World Cup. So there was watch parties going on. There was barbecues going on. For those that don't know, Boston is the third largest Haitian population behind Miami and New York. Miami being first, New York being second, Boston is third. And so, not just that you had people from Scotland out here, people from all different places out here. I know people from New York was out here to watch the game, Miami, a few different things. I couldn't chill. I had people hit me up that was in town. They wanted to chill. I couldn't. I had my children with me. I had obligations already, so we didn't link up. But yeah, I'm seeing fights all around. Like everywhere I went, there was a race fight going on. Like blacks with whites, whites versus blacks. Like every place that I went, there was some form of tension. And this is what the government or these people create. I'll just say is what they create. They want to see shit happen. They want shit to pop off. Will things pop off? I don't know. That's to be determined. We don't know. But like I said, y'all, shit's just happening all around, and it's just crazy. But again, like I said, we got to blame the Karmelo Anthony family, man. You know what I mean? They definitely need to be blamed again. Shit's happening again, It's going on, man. It's going on. But let me get to this song real quick, y'all.
Religion is a part of the system, my nigga, listen. If you ain't got control of your soul, then you's a victim. The Pope all over the net with politicians. The same politicians who sleeping with little children. Time to make them pay for what they did to the youth. But freedom of speech is nothing when they censoring truth. You ain't gotta show shit when you live in the proof. Giving support to your oppressors, man, you niggas is goofs. Time to fight fire with fire, get on some nigga shit. Time to get back what they stole, all of our innocence. Some people hate the way that I talk, this shit be spicy. I say a bunch of shit that ain't true, it isn't likely. They try to say your vision ain't true, but with your sight see. The best way to tear you apart is through your psyche. I give it to you real, what you need me to say? Ask the world leaders about the oath they secretly take. It's a plan that they got to keep us legally slaves. Paid labor overwhelming when you needed a break. If you think that I'm just talking, then bitch you lost. It's a war going on like rich versus poor. The rich keep getting rich while your broke ass starve. Feeding you little pennies at that punk ass job. Thinking cause you get it in tax, you need that income. Really, I'm just stating the facts cause niggas been dumb. Your emotions are controlled by a system. Cause when I make a song full of hate,
niggas listen.
When I make a song about love,
niggas skip it.
They both from the soul, so really ain't nothing different. Today you gotta give it a fight to make the hate stop. Niggas on that ignorant shit gon' get a face shot. Believe what you wanna believe. A lot of niggas snakes, only going off of belief. A lot of shit is fake with two cans blazing. I'm ready for damnation. So tell a slave master I'm burning the plantation. You fuck niggas like to throw pain but can't take it. So all during war these flames remain sacred. Barrel to the root of your tongue, you niggas tasteless. Lights flying over your head, it ain't a spaceship. The reason why we fully equipped was information. It led us on the path that got us side of the matrix. Unity is power beyond, we should embrace it. But you could never bathe in the truth when you were racist. Speeding off what you was taught, then the bracelet. Then you see it's nothing you thought, that shit is dangerous. A lot of people died for what? That shit was aimless. It's kinda like a video game, it took stages. Just make sure these lanes remain nameless. Hood politics.
This is facts. Your emotions is controlled by a system. If you let them. Only if you let them. You know what I mean? But for the most part, a lot of people are predictively programmed through social media and what they watch and what they listen to. You know, that's why you got to do your own, cleansing. You are what you eat, you are what you listen to, and you are what you watch. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? People gonna do what they want to do. People are more entertained on some fuck shit. There's some people that's on some high vibrational shit, but for the most part, we have more people on some fuck shit. This is why there's a lot of chaos. This is why there's a lot of confusion. This is why there's a lot of shit happening. Because again, you have more people that don't stand on nothing than people that do stand for something. So that's the world we living in. I just try to control what I can control. That's what I worry about. You know what I mean? I worry about minds. That's it. I can't control other people's emotions and feelings. I can't make nobody do anything. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. But that's why I said, y'all, like, we're in a time where a lot of this shit is happening. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit happening, and, you could either engage or you don't have to, but you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is. You just got to do for self, man. Sometimes you got to, you got to worry about you and yours, and that's about it. Can't think outside. Can't save everybody, I would say. HNIC, salute. Salute, my guy. I saw my guy in the streets yesterday. You know what I mean? He was out there, you know what I mean, with the Zoes. He seen me with the Zoes too. We was all like, oh, word. You rolling deep, I see. He seen me rolling deep. But for the most part, them brothers was already there. I was just there with my little, my twins. That's who I was with. That's who I was rolling with. You know what I mean? I was rolling with my twins. I don't literally mean twins, y'all. I just call my babies twins. My son and my daughter. You know what I mean? I just call them my twins, but they're not my real twins. For those that may be wondering, like, oh, he got twins? I got twin uncles. I got twin cousins. I got like 3 to 4 sets of twins in my family. So I got twins in my family, but But yeah, man, shit's crazy out here, y'all. But yeah, we're about to get into this. About to get into a song, so y'all could jam. Miss D, Sakafet, Sakbase, salute.
Say she from Jamaica, dark skin, she want a rude boy. She said ting-a-ling-a-ling, baby do your thing, boy. King of the jungle, baby come to Papa. When I put it on your car,
me Shaba, from the river, from me chest.
like gorilla.
Who got the keys to me G?
Who want Mr. One?
Sim,
On the river, from me chest,
like gorilla.
Who got the keys to me G? Who want Mr.
One sim.
Pretty girl like the flowers, I'm blessed by your power. They may have love, but it's not like ours. Smoke like a rasta, baby, do you hear me? Get deep passion on me love anytime you near me. Hot like fire that keep on burning. See pride, power, and a bad motor sucker that keep the cool running, baby. Yes, you're yearning. Hot, like like the furnace, hot like the furnace. From the dread to your scalp, I love every part. Forever we together, I love you from the bottom of me heart. Oh, says she from Jamaica.
Dark skin, she want a Haitian. She said ting-a-ling-a-ling. Baby, do your thing, boy. King of the jungle.
Hey, baby, come to Papa.
When I put it on your car,
Me Shabba.
Pon the river, pound me chest.
Who got the keys to me G? Who are Mr.
One simmer
On the river,
on me chest.
who got the keys to me G? Who are Mr.
One simmer. Alright. So let's get back to it, y'all. I wanted to do a live real quick. I'm not going to stay on long, but I just wanted to give blame to Carmelo Anthony's parents. They need to take a lot of blame for this, y'all. $650,000 was raised. $650,000 was raised. These people went and bought a new crib, Cadillac SUV, wife buying wigs, bags, father buying this, buying that. And now they saying that they do not have money for an appeal. It seems like, I don't even want to say it. I'll leave it at that, man. They say if you ain't got nothing nice to say, you don't say it at all. So I'll leave it at that. You know what I mean? But if I was to see them, I really want to ask them like, yo, so this was all a cash grab to y'all. Y'all really don't give a fuck about Carmelo. Because that's what it seems like to me. Because then again, like I said earlier in the live, I saw a video I think it was the next day, where Charleston White felt some type of way and wanted to help. Now, people could feel how they feel towards Charleston White. Like I said, there's good shit that he says. There's some real shit that he says. Some real spills, some factual stuff about our community or others. And then there's some shit where it's like, okay, it's for entertainment. You could tell. But for the most part, he comes with a lot of truth. It's just maybe his delivery people don't like. Me, it doesn't bother me. And that's the times that we in. We in a time where people are fragile. They want you to like gift wrap messages and all this other shit. Nah, that makes no sense to me. You know, and some people are like that too. They say I rubbed them the wrong way. You know, no homo, no pause. I ain't gotta say none of that. Y'all know in what context I mean that. That's another thing too. I'm gonna do a live talking about that. Grown men don't need to be saying that. I'm not from no pause era, you know. But either which way, it rubs people the wrong way. He says shit and some people get upset. And to me, we're in a fragile state where people you gotta watch what you say. You don't want to offend this one, that one. You know, it's just we soften people up, man. And we from the era where we got ass whoopings, we got verbal abuse, and all of this other shit, and we came out fine. For the ones that are still here, we here. You know, that helped us a lot. But you know, to the younger generation, it's crazy, you know, and we wonder why they don't, you know, they're not emotionally intelligent and all this other shit, or people keep blaming this one parent household and all this other shit, or the father wasn't around. Some of these Negroes don't listen at all, anyways. You could give them all the best advice. You could share your experience of you going to jail, you this and that happening to you, your homie getting shot in front of you. They're gonna do what they fucking want to do at the end of the day. So it doesn't even matter. You know? Enemies public, salute. Again, Jeremy, salute. But yeah, Talib, salute. And Miss D, salute. Salute to all of y'all. So to me, this whole shit was a cash grab for the fucking parents, dog. Because I don't know how you get all of this money. And again, let me go back to the Charleston White. So Charleston White, I don't know how true it is. I'm just going off of what he was saying. He said that he gave up or raised $75,000 himself. And then he said he got other peoples to join in and partake and donated to the family, and they raised up to $1 million, right? They raised up to $1 million. He said he had to back out because of the fact that they want to have BLM part of it, and we already know BLM ain't gonna do shit, okay? They dare to put names on a list and give back to the government. Y'all know where I'm going with this, okay? That's what BLM is. For those that don't know what it really stands for, it really doesn't have nothing to do with us, okay? We should already know this by now. One of the ladies that was head of the organization got $90 million and bought houses with it, okay? Not a penny, not a dime, not nothing, not a nickel, not a dollar went to any of these families' names that they use, okay? And they was pounding that George Floyd name a lot, okay? And they got George Floyd's family got nothing, okay? So we already should know what that organization is funded by George Soros. Like there's no allegedly. This shit is out here. It's and this is another thing we need to stop doing too. Fuck this alleged shit. If shit is public information, why are we saying allegedly when it's out there? I'm not talking about Tyrone Johnson, who's a content creator that we watch, saying it. I'm talking about if it's public information that we could Google, okay? That means there's no alleged. You know what I mean? Especially if there's a trial that already happened. Why are we still saying allegedly? You know? But hey, people, I get it. People want to protect their platforms. People want to protect themselves. That's cool. Me, I'm a rebel. I'm an outlaw. I'm going to do the opposite of what I'm told to do. That's just always been me. You tell me to go left, I'm going to fucking go right. You know, that's just me. You know, I'll deal with whatever comes to me when it comes to me. Been there, done that. There's not enough of us who stand for something. There's more that stands for nothing, okay? And they're going to be the sheeples that go into the slaughterhouse and get slaughtered. It is what it is. But yeah, this family, how you get all of this bread and all of it is gone? All of it is gone? So that you didn't put nothing aside? And I'm hearing that they use taxpayers' money to get the lawyer that was on their son's case. The attorney that represented Karmelo Anthony. Like, come on. What are we talking about? And you thought that you was going to win? Why? You didn't want to invest into that lawyer, but you wanted to buy a brand new house. You wanted to buy a Cadillac and all of this other shit. Now, I know people, again, are saying the house was purchased because of the fact, the threats and the doxing of their address and all of that. I get that. The husband was fired from his job because of similar shit, and I get that. But come on now. Come on now. This shit is like, it's I don't know. Like I said, man, it's just crazy to me. You know, it's just crazy to me. Like, at what point is it like, you know, at what point do we say, yo, shit gotta change? That's all I'm trying to figure out. At what point, you know, do people want to, you know, again, I don't know. This shit, like I said, this shit is crazy to me. You know, it's crazy, you know, but we got to stand for something, y'all. Like I said, all these Knicks fans gathered up in Manhattan, you know, for a game that's fucking scripted and rigged. These people want to fight and beat up, you know, beat up people that's wearing San Antonio Spurs gears. But where's the people that stand for injustice? You know what I'm saying? Where's all of these motherfuckers that stand for something that says, yo, this dude just got murked. We need to do something about it. Like, we need to show some force. You know, let's show these people that we could stand for something. Right? There ain't none of that. There's none of that. You know? Niggas is weird, man. And we're gonna get into the next song. It goes perfect. Big Dog, salute. Y'all niggas is weird. Niggas is weird, man. Keep that energy over there. Y'all niggas is weird. Niggas is weird. Keep that energy over there. We don't need it. Only real generals over here. Kings.
Go ahead and post some shit I don't like. When I see you get double tapped in real life.
Double tap.
Like each and every year, there's a population increase of niggas that's weird.
That's a fact.
Keep that shit over there. Don't want your energy breathing the same air. Oh, y'all niggas is weird. Y'all niggas is weird. Keep that energy over there. Y'all niggas is weird.
It's a lot of weird niggas, y'all. Niggas with weird energy. Females too. Can't leave the females out. You know? Can't leave the females out of it. But salute to the ladies. You know? But there's a lot of weird energy folks out here. You know what I mean? No good. No good. They don't know no good. Don't you know no good? Type of shit. You heard? But yeah, I want to know. I would love to interview this family. And I bet you Carmelo Anthony's family ain't doing no interviews for free. All is for a fee. Nothing is for free, but it's all for a fee. Guarantee. They doing everything for a fee. You know? As they should, I feel. But again, if they was using that bread for a good reason, my fault, y'all. But yeah, like I said, you know, if they are getting paid, you know, which I don't hate on, you know, they should be getting all their money, you know, but at the end of the day, where's this money going, dog? That's what I would love to ask them. Like, you can't get $500,000. Well, I'm not going to say they can't get $500,000 and not spend it, because Negrums do know how to spend money, you know? We just gonna go buy the most expensive shit all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? If you sniffing, y'all, I ain't sniffing no coke, just let y'all know. No nose candies over here for me. I got real bad allergies. The last 2 days, my shit's been smacking me, you know? And it seems like we're gonna have this weather coming in. Hold on. We're gonna have some weather coming in. I'm just getting in some steps, y'all, before this rain comes. I've been back on my shit. Somebody challenged me. Like, Trent, just don't go out there and fight. I mean, yeah, you just don't go out there and just start fighting. That's what I got to do. And we're playing for some money, you heard? So when there's money involved, ain't no playing involved, you hear me? So, and it's not even like I'm out of shape, y'all. It's more that it's building my stamina and my breathing, you know what I mean? So I can, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm a funny nigga, right? Y'all know I'm a funny nigga, so. But yeah, so, you know, I was called out by a former player who was real good too and playing basketball. So he challenged me. So I said, okay, challenge has been accepted. You know, so we're playing for a little measly, you know, some little money. Ain't nothing too serious. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing too serious. Like, I forgot homie's name, but he used to be like a couple of dollars. Just a couple of dollars. So we're gonna play for a couple of dollars. You know what I mean? We're gonna play for a couple of dollars, but yeah, just building up the stamina, you know what I mean? So I've been running in the morning, right? And then evening, nighttime, I get some steps in real quick. That's all. I've never been a fat guy, so for the most part, I've always been in shape. You know, basketball, if you know how to play, it's more about you never, you know, you don't lose your game. I mean, it could diminish, but what I'm trying to say is you don't forget how to shoot. You don't forget how to drive to the basket and make a layup. You know what I'm saying? It's like riding a bike. You haven't rode a bike for a minute. You get on, you know, a few pedals in, your mind gets that memory of how to ride the bike, how to wheelie, you know, how to hop off a sidewalk, you know, and do what you need to do to maneuver on the bike. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but y'all see, still young features, young. I don't feel old, even though I'm getting up there, you know, in age. I don't feel it. So that's all. Hold on. Let me see. I had to leave and come back. Nah, that's cool. That's all right. People are strange in general. Yeah, there's a lot of weird people in general. I get that. Live froze. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? It comes right back. Okay. Yeah, I felt the drizzle, y'all, already. I felt the drizzle on my arm. Okay, I can. All right, yeah. But yeah, salute to all four y'all who's here. I know Talib came through. Big Dog Philly OG. Salute to the General. My comrade, TEP. You know what I mean? So, subscribe to those brothers, y'all. You know, they both do good content. Especially Big Dog, Philly OG. He got a dope community, a dope platform. He covers all informative shit. There's no bullshit over there. So if you want informative shit that's gonna empower you, you know, you got some knowledge, come through, share some knowledge. You know, but if you about the bullshit, I'll let you know now. He gonna get you out of there real quick. You know, Enemies Public, same way. You know what I mean? Jeremy, salute to Jeremy too. I know he was on here. Salute to my Zoe, my Boston Zoe, HNIC. He was on here. I think he left and shit like that. But yeah, salute to him. I saw him yesterday at some of the festivals and shit that was going on. You know, this is what niggas don't be understanding. There's some clowns that be on this shit talking. They don't know who knows who, who's cool with who. They just be running their mouths. You know what I'm saying? He saw me. You know, he's like, oh, you got an army with you. You know, and I'm like, nah, I'm not rolling with them. They just happen to see me. And we link up. We form like Voltron when we out. You know, because like I said, it was the Haiti versus Scotland last night. So a lot of people came from everywhere, from Canada. People came from all around the world. You know, Haitians from New York, Jersey, Philly, Chicago, Miami. all came up, for yesterday's match. I think Haiti plays Brazil on the 19th. So that's another game. But yeah, I kind of talked about it again. Maybe I should use that backdrop. But yeah, FIFA, man. FIFA needs to be called out. That game was nasty yesterday, man. Like, that's the shit that I don't like. I like to see sporting events that is real, for the most part, where it's played straight up. You know what I'm saying? There's no referees controlling the game and all this other shit. Nobody can tell me that they watched that Haiti versus Scotland yesterday and tell me that was a fair match. You know what I mean? That was not a fair match. Like, you got one player that was holding another player. Hi. Hello. Huh? Yeah. Some kids. She's a princess. But yeah. So little kids in the neighborhood. But anyways, what was I gonna say again? Yeah. So like a couple of times they was holding Haiti's players, man. Like right in front of the ref, blatantly holding him, grabbing arms and everything, and not a penalty was called, is nasty work to me. That shit is like nasty. That's why I can't watch sports, man. I'm glad my emotions and my feelings ain't involved in these games no more, man. Once I seen, that what sports is, it's to distract, it's to get your emotions and your feelings tied into the games and stuff like that, you know what I mean? That's why I don't be getting how people can't separate the two. Yeah, it's cool when you're watching the game for some entertainment, but when you want to crash out because your team lost, it's crazy to me. And yesterday's game just proved like that shit is not played on a fair playing field. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fair. Let me see. I would like to go on this show. I would like to go on what show? What show you talking about? To live? On what show? But yeah. Cause I don't have no link. I'm not on no StreamYard or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. See, that's the shit about my allergies. Around my eyes get a little puffy. When you got allergies to deal with. But yeah, like I was saying, man, that game yesterday was nasty. It was not fair to me. That game was not fair. It was not an even fair game yesterday. The guy was being held. They was pulling his arm, and the refs didn't call nothing. For is about the high price on the tickets. I'm talking about the cheapest seats were like well over $1,000 for the cheapest seats in yesterday's game, y'all. The cheapest seats was $1,000 for the game at Gillette Stadium. For real. And FIFA brings in billions of dollars every year for these tournaments, for these games. Billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. And that shit was like a shitty ass game. But yeah, like I said, man, salute to the Knicks fans. Salute to y'all. But some of y'all fans, man, is ruining it for y'all. So don't be shocked if the Knicks don't win another 50 years again. 53 years, I think the total amount was. So don't be shocked, Knicks fans, because that was nasty work when the Knicks fans wanted to fight Spurs fans because the Spurs won the game. Like, dog, like, be mad at the league. Don't be mad at somebody rocking the apparel. And Knicks fans be proud of that type of shit. To me, that's diabolical and it's nasty. That you want to fight somebody for wearing the team that your team just lost to. It's only a game. But see, again, that's part of the system. They get you to get emotional about the games and shit and crash out. But are these people ready to crash out for a real cause? That is the question. Are you ready to crash out for a real cause? Is my thing. You got a bunch of suckers that want to crash out for nothing. But nobody wants to crash out for real reasons. You know? There's a spiritual war going on. They doing this race shit. Okay? All of this type of shit that's going on in the world. And you got a few people that want to fight for a real cause, but not too many want to fight for a real cause. Fuck out of here. Damn fly. Let me see here. Under the law, the only competition that's legally protected is intellectual competitions in sports. Yeah, I could agree. But again, that's the whole point. All of these sporting events, we should know by now, it's all scripted already. They already know who's gonna win, but they gotta get your emotions involved so they can harness that, you know? I forgot what song is it that 50 says at the beginning, like, yo, I need you to keep hating on me so I can use that, the emotions, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what song 50 got where he talks about that, you know? But again, this shit is nasty work by Karmelo's family though, y'all. It's real nasty. All that bread they got, and they buying material shit with it. And like I said, y'all can look up the video where Charleston White talks about pulling back from helping the family because he's like, yo, he sees that they want all of these people. And this is what Charleston said, which I agree with him. He said, it's not about having a bunch of black people. It's about being righteous. And I feel him on that. It's not about having Benjamin Crump or whatever the fuck his name is. He's a puppet. Like, if people don't know Benjamin Crump is a puppet, I don't know what to tell you. That motherfucker, what case have he won? He's taken all of these high-profile cases. The last case that I saw him take is Malcolm X's daughter. And you think he's gonna get the government to admit that they took part and they had their hands in assassinating Malcolm? Do y'all really think that? I'm not asking y'all a question, you know what I mean? For the ones who know, they know. Benjamin Crump ain't gonna make the government admit to shit. And like I said, he's a op. But people keep hiring this bum to represent them. For what? They already told us, dog. Any activist, anybody that they present in front of us is picked and chose by them. So there ain't gonna be someone coming in with a pure heart and that wants change. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't gonna be no real person that's gonna really want change. It's gonna be a sellout. And from what I'm hearing, you know, a lot of these organizations, they get next to you to get your information and shit, and your name automatically gets put on a list, you know? Your name goes on a list automatically. Y'all know what list I'm talking about, where these people, you know, they come pay you a visit, you know? Have y'all seen me look over my shoulder one time? Nope. Why? Because everybody in my neighborhood I know. Everybody in my neighborhood knows me. For those that know, they know. But a lot of people on this shit, they can't do that. They can't walk in their neighborhood freely. Hey, they looking like this, looking like that, looking like this, looking like that. Every 2 seconds, like head on a swivel type of shit. Me, I'm Gucci. I challenge people to do that. Walk in your neighborhood. Show your neighborhood. Walk in your area. Show your area. Okay? Show your area. These are called raised ranches, for those that don't know. Raised ranches. Show your neighborhood. A lot of y'all motherfuckers just be doing this in your crib. You don't walk around your neighborhood. You can't. And when you do come out, you got a hoodie on. You're covering your whole face and everything. Why? Because you ain't Gucci in your neighborhood. You ain't comfy in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I am. I'm Gucci. You know what I mean? Show yourself walking in your neighborhood. Y'all heard earlier, little kid saying what's up to me. Their dad was right outside. He waved at me. You know what I mean? Show your neighborhood. You know what I mean? Show your fucking neighborhood. Let me walk backwards. Get a quick workout walking backwards. You heard? Let's get some steps in walking backwards. Show your neighborhood. Oh, let me not show the plates. I don't want nobody to see the plates. You know, there's some funny people, but I show the whip, though. I show the whip. See that? Benzo. You see it? Benzo. Hold on, let me see if I can show it. Yep, see that? Keep my shoulder right there. Y'all see it? Benzo. It's the white bitch. That's what I call her, the white bitch. You heard? No Nissan drive over here, even though Haitians love their Nissan. Haitians love their Toyota and their Hondas. You heard? Benzos. But yeah, y'all. Let me see. Let me read y'all a comment real quick. Those things don't happen anymore. Yeah. But yeah, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. I just wanted to get some steps in real quick. You know what I mean? Do a quick live talking about it. Because I was going to do it a few days ago, but there was so much going on in the city. I was like, yo, I'll either go live today. I was going to save it for tomorrow. I'm going to still go live tomorrow. I'll be at the beach, you know, getting that sun, getting that healing property. Every AM, for those that don't know, I know Enemies Public, Big Dog Philly, and Miss D been on my early top of the morning lives. I be going live early AM. You know, I got something in the works coming for y'all. I'm going to drop a show like 3 times a week in the evening too. You know what I mean? We talk about trending topics, you know, all that good shit. So I appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all for tapping in. Every single person, Jeremy, Miss D, Talib, Enemies Public, Big Dog Philly OG. Who else tapped in? HNIC, my Big Zoe, my Z brother. Y'all already know. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Y'all Sunday. Y'all stay safe. Stay vigilant. Move militant.